This is going to be a 10-minute ankle and calf mobility flow. All you're going to need is a slant board. If you don't have one, that's okay. You can just use a surface that has a slight incline like this, but we're just going to start with a nice calf stretch. You're going to stand on the slant board or wherever you have this incline, and we're just going to hold here. If you can flex your quads, that'll also help you get this nice stretch. And of course, you want to keep your heel down because that's what's going to give you the stretch. You can alternate between legs, making sure that we're keeping the leg straight. We're going to hold for 20 to 30 seconds here. A lot of people have very chronically tight calves, so we want to make sure we give them a good stretch in both the straight position and the flexed position. So we're going to do both. If that's been feeling pretty good, we can increase this incline right here. And then we're going to do a bent knee version. You have two calf muscles. One gets stretched in the straight leg, one gets stretched in the bent leg position. So we're going to bend the knee, and I'm thinking about driving the knee forward if I can, keeping the heel down. This is key. Don't let your heel come up. If your heel is coming up, pull back just a little bit, but sit into that heel and get a nice stretch. Nice. Now we don't need any equipment for the next couple of things that we're going to do. Now you're just going to take a seat and we're going to do something called an ankle car. So this is your controlled articular rotations. We're going to sit with the legs out. You're going to put one hand under the knee and then you're going to grab your bicep. The other hand is going to go over the top of your knee, almost like you're doing a rear naked choke on your own leg. And then we're just gonna do a nice big circle with your ankle. Think about drawing a big circle with your toe. As always, we wanna go nice, slow, and controlled. If you feel any stiffness or like you're getting stuck in any parts, kind of hang out there for a second and try to open this joint up. You can do 10 rotations. You can do 5 one way, 5 the other way. You can do 10 and 10, whatever you wanna do, whatever feels good for those ankles. Just a reminder with your mobility, you should not be straining yourself. If you are holding your breath, if you are moving through stuff very quickly and you have kind of sporadic movements or jumps between the movement because you're trying to force something, you're doing it wrong. Take deep breaths and go slow. Let the joint open up. Let your whole body feel safe to open up, to let your muscles lengthen and get stronger in these ranges of motion. We want to be slightly uncomfortable, but we don't want to be hurting when we're doing mobility. Now we're going to get into something called a big toe stretch. You probably haven't done this one before. Maybe you have, but you just haven't thought about it like a big toe stretch. But we're going to get on all fours, and I want you to curl your feet onto the mat like I'm doing right here to get that big toe on the ground. You are going to sit back slowly, and I want you to think about spreading the toes out. And if you can walk the hands up so that you're sitting upright and we're just holding and keeping a little bit of tension in the toes. I know this sounds kind of weird and it might be kind of random feeling to you, but think about your stability with your feet. If you don't have stable feet, you're not going to have stable lifts. So we want to get a nice stretch right here. This also helps with stuff like your split squats, being able to stay on that big toe so that you can do single leg movements. So if you're really tight in the toes, it might be the reason why you're having trouble with your balance. So we're going to hang out here in the stretch. If it feels good to just sit back slightly but keep your arms on the ground, that's totally fine. We're going to do this 3 to 4 times, and I want you to hold for about 10 seconds. Excellent. Hopefully you're feeling a little bit less crunchy in the ankles, the toes, and a little bit in the calves. The last thing we're gonna do is a knee drive over the toes. So we're gonna stay in this lunge position. You can keep that back knee down, and we're gonna drive the knee past the toes. And again, look at my heel. It's not coming up off of the ground when I'm driving forward. If you can't get to this position yet, then don't go there. Keep the heel down. Drive the knee as far forward as you can. You're gonna get a nice stretch in these hips and then push to come back. We're gonna do 10 repetitions on each side. What I'm trying to do here is touch my hamstring to my calf and then push forward. So I'm gonna get really great stretches in the calves right here. This is really good if you struggle with squats. If you feel like you're bending really far forward when you're doing squats, or you just feel stiff in general when you're doing them, this is a really good key movement that you should be incorporating into your routine. As we get into this other side, something I want to mention is that it will also help to keep your hips square. So that means keeping them facing forward as much as possible without turning out to the side. And I want you to think about dropping your hips down to the ground as you drive forward. One side might feel tighter or less tight than the other. That's normal and that's okay. It's something we can work through. Excellent. I'm very proud of you for getting your mobility done today. I hope that was helpful and you're leaving feeling better than you were when you started.